The part that I remember, and I remember talking about it when I left, was that particular day, it was the worst weather ever. It rained, it was cold, the sky was dark. And then all of a sudden, you watch the clouds move, this full moon happens. It was like a clear space open up with enough time and actually do this shot. Enough times to get it right. That's what we needed. And it was enough people in that space, every part of the creative practice, from the musicians, the dancers, the filmers, the storyteller. All of us wanted this to happen. It was like our ancestors knew what we needed and we were able to receive a clear night.
I'm a poet, I've released a couple albums, and I wanted to do more visuals with my work. So in mid 2022, I reached out to Mark and he picked Bermudian poet. And we did this short film. It took us about 7 months to create. And then after that, we got such great feedback. I remember Mark coming up to the office and was like, we both said at the same time, we're like, yo, let's do another one. I went back into my catalog and I found this called Thoughts Become Things. And we started to build and put together a storyboard. And then we started to reach out to the wider community, cultural torchbearers, different Gombey Troupes, different organizations, started meeting with them in the office and actually sometimes going to their practices and talking to them. From there, the whole story changed and was molded by the community. Originally, Mark and I were talking about having like one little Gombey and moving that Gombey around to different scenes. But then after talking to everybody, we were like, yo, we can go deeper than this. We decided to try and get as many Gombey Troupes as we can.
We wanted to be true to the narrative by listening to all narratives. And yeah, that was just our way of executing things. What I feel is everything came together how it was meant to be. Even just down to shooting on the locations, there was a situation in which we thought that it was going to either rain, we thought it was going to be a situation where it was going to be too windy, maybe somebody may fall sick, but everything pulled through, and here we are.
Another great experience with this film was like the ability to be able to record real time while everything was being shot, so we can capture the elements naturally, right in the moment, right in everyone's element, and it was a great experience. Very challenging with like the rain and the weather, but other than that, like it was again when the ancestors kind of came through and made everything happen. It's an experience I can't really explain. Like you kind of had to be there. But
to be a Gombey, it feels like something else is taking over your body. It's one of those things that it's hard to explain, but it's something that makes you feel as pure as you can. I don't know what else to say.
Okay, to be a Gombey, my experience is that when I first heard the beat, you start to feel the rhythm with the bass drum. So when you start getting in tune with the bass drum, then it's like a spirit that takes hold of you. So it's a complete spirit, yeah, that takes hold of you.
To me, what it feels like to be a Gombey takes me back to thoughts of my ancestors, from where we came and where we are today. When we came here as slaves back in the day, we didn't come with anything at all. We just came in chains. And we were people that used to enjoy each other, and we used to celebrate with the drum. We used to dance.
Now, when I was younger, I was a young dancer. Now I am a lead drummer for Warwick Gombeys. I've had the opportunity to understand the spirituality part of it from both as a dancer and a drummer. There have been many times where I've been drumming. I'm in the spirit, as we would say. I'm in the spirit and I'm playing drum notes that I've never played before. And when I try to duplicate those notes, I can't do it.
Bermuda Donquili.
Bermuda Donquili.
My name is Zulima and I play an African ancestor.
My name is Mike and I also played an African ancestor. For me, I can see direct correlation to West Africa. So for Gombeys, the top part that they have, they'll call that the hat. The part that covers the face is the mask. For me, the whole thing is the mask. And when they say the mask, they mean the actually whole regalia. Everything is the mask. In West Africa, they don't separate it, even if they have something on their head. Even the dashing of the money, that's all the way back to West Africa. They will travel from parish to parish, village to village, and they'll perform, and people will give money to the drummers more so than the dancers, because they're the ones leading, doing a lot more.
I believe that the Gombeys, from the drum to the dance, the regalia, it has always been a tool for us to connect and for us to heal. But I believe that will only happen if all of us understand that everything under the sun has happened before and none of it is subject to one, right? So it's not mine. None of what I know is mine. I learned it, right? And the person who told me learned it from somebody else. It's generational, and we use it to pull together and to connect and to heal. I think that we could move and connect our community in a better way. Yeah.
My name is Chelsea McNorton, and I play a Native American ancestor.
My name is Antione Lugo, and I played a Native American ancestor. I represent the St. David's Island Native community. It was pretty chilly that night, you know. We had a few wardrobe malfunctions with Chelsea. Otherwise than that, it was a beautiful night. It was majestic. What'd you say, Chelsea?
I think for me, it was the fire. The fire scene was very beautiful. It really brought back some significance of what our ancestors went through.
The fire represents the grandfather. We go to the fire, we pray at the fire, we put tobacco in the fire, the smoke from the tobacco goes up to the Creator and carries our prayers. The Gombey and the Native American, their correlations will be the bow and arrow, I would say the tomahawk as well, and I believe it looks like they have a loincloth in front of them and in the back.
I would say also the plaids.
The tomahawk I handed to the young man in the video to signify passing down the torch from the Native American ancestor to the Gombey to carrying on the tradition.
A lot of times Native Americans are hidden and we're not acknowledged for what we also brought to history. What I want people to take from the film is that we have a story that's behind it, and just to express it to other people is just bringing us out to the open.
I feel like this film could help the younger generations intertwine what Gombeys really are and what Bermuda really is in a whole.
Being a Gombey mom, I have two sons, and they both started at the age of 1 and 4. 33 years ago, I got into making suits and made sure that they were ready to go. It was very exciting for me as a brand new mom coming out saying my 1-year-old is, and he could dance. He was a dancer. It was very exciting. What would drive a young boy to want to be a Gombey? The excitement of following the troops. When they're out and about, parents come and the children are jumping around, and some are interested to want to be one and some just like to follow. It's all about the excitement of the drum, the movements, and kids just love it.
I'm just so excited to be an elder at the age of 58 doing the Gombey culture. But I see a lot more young individuals getting involved in, which excites me.
The tradition itself is going to be a bright future. A lot of kids that's out there that want to join in Gombeys or even trying to open up their own Gombey group.
What I want everyone to take away from it is that we all are doing this as one. We're working together as one, as a family. So as long as we keep that in mind, it's going to take us far.
Yeah, the experience was probably one of the greatest experiences I've taken part of in my creative career thus far. Just an amazing culture tied to my homeland, but also places that I've traveled to and where our ancestry comes from.
What I feel from a visual, a poetic, and a music standpoint, using the Gombey culture here in Bermuda, it sets a standard of execution for creative projects.
Yeah, I mean, this whole project, the journey itself has been a highlight. Like I was saying, there's moments where trying to put the pieces together and it just wasn't working, then all of a sudden, bang, things just started to happen and started to fold in place. The whole thing, felt like we've been guided through this project. So I hope we made our ancestors proud, because I know we're their wildest dreams.
The G stands for genius.